Have you ever felt surrounded by trouble, with no way out? Maybe you've had moments where the world seemed to close in, and every path forward was blocked by fear or uncertainty. It's a feeling that can make you feel small, powerless, and alone, like you're trapped in a place where hope is hard to find. Now, imagine being thrown into a pit. Not just any pit, but one filled with lions, sharp teeth, hungry eyes, the kind of fear that makes your heart pound in your ears. The air thick with danger, every sound echoing off the stone walls, reminding you that you're not just facing a problem, you're facing something that could destroy you. That was Daniel's reality. He wasn't just imagining his fears, he was living them, surrounded by real, living threats. See, Daniel wasn't in the lion's den because he did something wrong. He wasn't a criminal or a troublemaker. He was there because he stood up for what he believed in, even when it was dangerous. He was there because he did what was right. He prayed, even when the world told him not to. He chose faith over fear, even when the cost was high. So, as darkness swallowed the den and the stone sealed the entrance, Daniel prayed. He didn't know what would happen next, but he trusted that he wasn't alone, even in the deepest darkness. His enemies thought it was over. They believed the story would end with Daniel's defeat. Inside the den, the lions circled. Their movements were slow, deliberate, and menacing, as if they were waiting for the perfect moment. Their breath was hot, their eyes glowed in the shadows. The tension in the air was thick, every second stretching out, endlessly. Every second felt like a lifetime. The silence was almost as terrifying as the roars, and Daniel could feel the weight of every heartbeat. I can imagine Daniel's heartbeat, loud, uncertain, his knees trembling but his soul steady. Even as fear tried to take over, he held on to his faith. He whispered prayers, trusting that even here, God was present. And then, light. Not from a torch, not from the moon, but a light that felt different. A light that brought peace in the middle of chaos. But a presence, an angel, a messenger from God, sent to stand with Daniel in his darkest hour. Calm as morning, fierce as fire, the angel stood between Daniel and the lions. The danger didn't disappear, but Daniel was no longer afraid. The roars faded into silence. The threat was still there, but it had lost its power. The lions, so wild, so powerful, suddenly rested at Daniel's feet like house cats. Their strength was still real, but it was held back by something greater. The night was long, but Daniel wasn't alone. In the darkness he found a peace that didn't make sense, a comfort that could only come from God. Through every hour, every breath, God was right there, not just watching from a distance but present, close, and caring. It's easy to believe when things are good. When the sun is shining and life feels safe, faith comes naturally. But faith isn't truly faith until it's tested. It's in the hardest moments, when everything is at risk, that faith becomes real. Sometimes, God doesn't pull us out of the den. Sometimes he lets us stay in the struggle, not to punish us, but to show us something deeper. He doesn't always stop the storms, or silence the roars. The world can still be wild, and the danger's real. But he stands with us, right in the middle of the danger, just like he did with Daniel. His presence is our protection, even when the outcome is uncertain. So maybe you're facing your own lions, fear, loneliness, doubt, or pain. Maybe your challenges feel just as real and just as overwhelming. Maybe you're praying for escape, for a miracle, for the door to open. You might be waiting for a sign that everything will be okay. But listen, God's presence is the miracle. Sometimes, the greatest gift is knowing you're not alone, even when the answer you want doesn't come right away. He might not always take you out of the trial, but he will protect you through it. His strength becomes your shield, and his love, your comfort. Daniel's night in the lion's den wasn't just about survival, it was about faith that shines brightest in the dark. It was about discovering that hope can live even in the scariest places. Remember, no matter how fierce the lions, how deep the darkness, you are never alone. There is always a presence beside you, even when you can't see it. Hold on, keep praying, keep believing, even when it's hard, because faith is forged in the fire of trials. Because sometimes, surviving the lion's den is how you discover you were never really in danger at all. Sometimes, it's in the darkest places that you find the brightest light.